Well, as you can see, the paint dried beautifully. I've got some filling in to do on muscles and stuff like that, and I'll do that. But right now, I'm going to take this arm off and work on the hand and the arm and in that monster clay. So I'll be right back. I can't reach up underneath and get it, the armature of this arm, but I can under that dress, and that's what I'm going to do. All right, there's the armature for the new arm on her left side and the arm from the right side. The nice thing about this is I can take the arms off the figure and they'll be able to make a mold of them separate. I'm just wondering how they're going to be able to weld them back together. Or maybe they'll do that in the wax stage, I don't know. And to line it up perfectly too. So those are things I'm worried about, but we'll work on those things when that time comes. I don't know what position I'm going to have the fingers in yet. I've got to wait until I can put the arm back on. Before I can do that. I just put the arm on to see how it works out, and it works out fine. I'm going to put the other arm back on. No, not yet. I've got some work to do on that arm. I'm going to add clay back onto the back of this hand, or the underside of the hand, because quite honestly it's not going to be showing, and if it's going to be cast, I just soon have it easily cast. Also, it'll anchor the fingers together too. All right, I'm gonna stick this in a piece of clay to so I can paint it. All right, I just painted the arm. I thought I had the recorder going, but it wasn't. That's okay. The paint has no effect on the casting of it in bronze. All it does is it covers up the fact that it's a different kind of clay and takes away any questions a potential client might have when they view it in clay. All right, I'm going to let that dry, and I'm going to come back and work on the other arm with regular clay and get it finished up. Got to go wash my brush off. Well, again, I forgot to tell my camera to start recording. I put clay on here to fill the little gap or the dip that I had right there in that hand, which didn't look good. And then I put clay on here to build up the muscle that needed to be built up in this area here. And the reason you can't see where I did that is because the clay matches the color of the paint. I'm sorry, I'm paying attention to what I'm sculpting and not keeping the piece in the camera range. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm going to reattach the arm and call it quits on this arm for now. Put a little piece of regular clay right there. Make that less of a bulging knuckle. I can't talk. Oop, it didn't stick. There we go. I got to get something a little softer. Okay. Now all I got to do is just do the detail of the sleeve. And I'm thinking the best way to line up this arm with the where it's supposed to go is to make that sleeve detachable as well, to go off with the arm. And I think that's what I'm going to do. But I'll wait for another time to do that. All right, I got a little hole right here, a low area in the hand right there, and I'm going to fill that in with a regular clay. Then blend it up. As best I can. All I'm doing is taking care of rough areas that were developed in the monster clay. And smooth them out. My clay's a little too soft, so I got the light too close to it. right, that's going to have to do it for this week. And I'll come back next week and get to work on it again. I think what I'll do is put the mountain man back on next week and get that worked out. What I did was, let me show you real quick. Get my camera adjusted here. I put the copper wire back in place so that when I put the mountain man back on, I can work on the base and still cut him away from the base using that wire. And I thought about doing that, and I was trying to figure out how I can get this to come apart once I start working on the base and getting detail in that. But I'm quite happy the way this has all turned out. And I've got some damage to take care of. The front nose here has been damaged quite a bit, so I'm going to have to tilt the clay up so I can work on that. This toe here has been smashed on her foot. I've got detail to do on the dress. I'm gonna, like I said, add the mountain man back on. Well, I don't know. I got to get that horse finished properly. I've got these green Brillos that I'm gonna put lighter fluid on and rub the horse, and that will smooth it out nicely, I think. All right, everybody, see you next week. This started back in October. I started this piece, I think about October 14th. So it's been November, December, January, February, March. That's 5 months I've been working on this thing. People often ask me how much time it takes to do a sculpture, and that pretty much answers the question right there. Sometimes it takes a while. All right. Good night, everybody. See you next time. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. It really would help me. Also, check out the link below this video. It will take you to a review of my 9 instructional videos that could be very helpful to you if you're thinking of sculpting. Good night, everybody.